All right, Rob Tepper here in San Diego and the amazing, talented, and beautiful Duvelsa. Are you there, Duvelsa?
Yes, I am here.
There she is, a little shy. And you are in Cuernavaca, or where are you?
I am in Cuernavaca right now.
Cuernavaca, Mexico. All right, so we were talking about traffic, and Roberto in particular, a friend of hers, who was asking who takes care of the follow-up in MOBE when people come to your links. So that's what this training is about, this recording. So right now we are in my MOBE back office. Duvelsa has one that looks just like it. And from this back office you can click on the Partners tab, and from the Partners tab you can click on Start Promoting, and there you have all of your links. You're familiar with all these links in this section, right, Duvelsa?
Yes.
Okay, so it's taking a minute to open up. I guess I didn't click on it. But once it opens up, you're going to see all of the different offers that we can promote in MOBE. So we've got MTTB, which is my top tier business, and there's all these different pages right here that MOBE provides, and you can send traffic directly to these pages, and if you do that, then MOBE will actually take care of all the follow-up. So that's one of the beautiful things about this system in English. Now in Spanish, it's an opportunity. I don't think that there's a good follow-up sequence available in Spanish, but here's what we've done is done. I just clicked on the link that says email copy. I'll back to that again. So when you're in the MTTB section, that's one of the offers that that most people promote. I Am Revolution is another one, and so in those two sections there's complete email copy available for you if you wanted to send it yourself. But since I just told you that you're sending traffic to the MOBE pages, what's going to happen is that you're not going to have to send any email ups if you don't want. And that's why it's a done-for-you system, because the idea is that everything is done except for the marketing. The marketing is all about sending traffic, sending eyeballs, sending the right people to check out your product, your program, and see if it's a good match for them. So when you put your email address in here, what's going to happen is that you're going to wind up in the MOBE autoresponder, and then that will take care of sending messages on your behalf, and you are tagged in the office now. Oops, I didn't want that, but you're tagged in the back office so that you can...
What you're about to hear will shock you. Everyone knows that there's a lightning income stream, but did you know the 85 richest people on Earth now?
Can you hear that?
Yes.
Also, did you hear Matt when the video's up?
Money, that's the bottom half.
I have that playing.
I heard that, yes.
Yeah, so that's actually playing at twice the speed, because I have this tool right here called My Speed, which actually this might be good for you, Duvelsa, because it allows you to play videos at 1/3 any speed that you want. You just, anytime a video comes on your screen, you can speed it up or slow it down. So we'll just play a minute of it at normal speed.
The world's population. That's right. According to a report released this year by Oxfam International, the richest 85 people on the planet have as much wealth, about $1.7 trillion, as one half of the entire human race, about 3.5 billion people. Those 85 people are part of the world's richest 1%, a group that has amassed about 46% of the world's wealth, or $110 trillion. This top 1% has 65 times the total wealth.
So when you play it slower, when English isn't your first language, it might help.
Of the bottom half of the world's population. Pretty shocking, right? Now, income inequality is growing worldwide, but there's one country that has led the...
Anyway, that's not what this is about, but I just had to share that. This is a great tool, and you can find that tool at robtepper.com/myspeed, MYSPEED. It's pretty inexpensive. You can try it for 7 days free, but for me it's a great tool because I can watch an hour-long training in 30 minutes. I love that. I don't have time. So anyway, getting back to what this is all about. What I did is I just clicked on this opt-in page link, and you'll see there's an alternative without pop-up, which is required for Facebook. That's why we created this one, because Facebook doesn't like pop-ups. Let me show you what the pop-up is. The pop-up is when you X out of this, I don't want to do this, and you X out of it, this is the pop-up. So it says, wait, give me 1 minute. I promise I will not waste your time. Are you sure you want to leave? And if you say leave, it will close. But a lot of people, at least 10 or 20% of people, will say, okay, I'll stay. Then you actually have a chance to take them to a different page opening here. So even if I stay, it's going to a different page. And look, now instead of $49, you're going to get it for $19 and then $30 after 7 days. So that's kind of cool. And you can, people like
Give me 1 minute.
People like Carolina and the leaders and Roberto, for example, they can build their own pages like this, no holes barred, and then you can basically have your own squeeze page. So let me give you more examples of squeeze pages. You can also call them lead pages, opt-in page, it's the same thing. Opt-in page may be easier to understand. Here's an alternative link. So this one will give a little bit different picture, a little different squeeze page. So if we go back to the previous one, that was this. And then the alternative one is this. And so you can choose any of these, or you can take the same information and you can use a tool like Lead Pages to create your own version, or you can create something totally different. So let me give one example of that, and then we'll talk about what you do with those leads. So what I'm saying here is that M.O.B.E will follow up on your behalf, but when you get more experienced, you don't want the company to do everything. You want to be building the relationship with people. So M.O.B.E does give you the information that you need in order to be able to follow up with people. And so, for example, in these fields right here, in the commission section, once people opt in, even if they don't buy anything, so here's an example of an MTTB opt-in right here. As soon as they opt into that form, you have their email address. It's the only thing they're required to put here is their email address to get to the next page. If we go down here somewhere, what happened to the opt-in? Maybe it was up at the top.
Yes, it's color yellow. It's more down.
Down?
More.
Okay, there it is. And when you go to apply now, then what happens? That's a more advanced page. So I'm talking about this page. So when people just put their email address in here, and what I did on that form before, actually this was the second page now that I think about it, my email address in, and then it took me to the next page. So what I'm saying is that when you put your email address in, that puts them in back office, and M.O.B.E will do everything, but you have a choice also now to copy and paste that email address into your own autoresponder. So this was the page, right? This was the page. All I put in was my email address, and as soon as I did that, in fact, it should show up in my back office. So if I refresh the page, you should see, look at that. So here it is, Develsa. I opted into my page, and I show up immediately in my back office as an opt-in, a $0 sale. So now M.O.B.E is going to start sending me messages, and in fact, I probably have one already. If I go to my email, so let's just real quick, and that is how an autorespond. So I get a message, first of all, that I had a new action commission, so it's an opt-in. So M.O.B.E tells you that. And then I don't see a message from Matt Lloyd. Might be in my spam. No message yet. And it's possible that the reason I didn't get a message is because I'm already a member, so they might filter it, or I might get it in a few minutes. But the point is that once you opt in to a page that looks like this, Matt Lloyd will be sending messages on your behalf. Now, the other option is to create your own pages. So let's just go over an example of what I've been working on. I think that the events MOBE is holding around the world are the best thing to promote. And so the events are called I Am Freedom Workshop, which is free. The next one is coming in Chicago, and this is what...
We can sell the events too?
Yes, absolutely. And that's what I highly recommend selling. You don't even sell the event. You get people to come to this free event. So here is the free event. And if we opt in, I actually wanted to do this because I want to see the messages that he's sending, so I can send the same messages because I'm not using this page. So remember the page. This is what you get when you use the MOBE link. Now I'm going to show you created one example that we've created that does the same thing. And this just knows these pages, but this is our version of the page. So when people go on Facebook and they see our ad in the news feed, they'll come to an offer like this, and you click on Learn More Now, attend to gain free access. And now when you put your email address in here, now you're going to be on my autoresponder. So what does my autoresponder mean? You mentioned GetResponse, and GetResponse is a great autoresponder. Also, AWeber on both AWeber and GetResponse. But let me just show you what happens here. Enough, Matt. But see, it automatically stays at that same speed that it was at before. It's a really great tool. But it works. There's a Mac version and a PC version. But anyway, enough of that. So going back to the autoresponder, we're going to log in into my account, and I've got a few people's logins because I help people sometimes. So these are subscribers that we're getting today. Now this is traffic. So we're sending traffic. In fact, let me show you what traffic is. So these are different traffic sources that we're using right now for promoting different things. And what traffic means, people seeing this offer. So the offer that I was just showing you, not this one. This offer, no, not this offer. This offer is the one on Facebook. This offer, and we're not getting very good conversion rates, Roberto, so we're working on that right now. Don't hold it against us, but you get the idea. So when you take a look at this page, as I just mentioned, and when you opt in, and there's a few different versions of this, now you're on AWeber, in my case in AWeber. Now going back to AWeber, the specific list, you can have different lists that are targeted for different promotions, for different offers. So what are we offering right now? We're offering the I Am Freedom Workshop. So it's called, I think, Free Workshop, HBS Free Workshop. So that's the list that people are on right now. And so if you scroll down to HBS Free Workshop, you can see we got 6 new leads yesterday and 3 leads today onto that list. And then we're also promoting this other link, and we got, it looks like it's working pretty well, and this is a different traffic source. So now what you do, see, we're in HBS Free Workshop list, and this is more for you than for Roberto Develsa, because Roberto understands autoresponders and has been using them. But when you're in this autoresponder, you can communicate with people in 2 different ways. One is through follow-ups, and the other is through broadcasts. And we've actually only got 1 follow-up message because all of this just started. So I've got to create more follow-up messages. But what happens is, as soon as somebody opts in, they're going to get this message that I created. Let me show you what that looks like. So first of all, I can see that 40% of people open it, which is really good. After usually on the very first message, you do get a lot of people opening it, and as they get more and more messages from you, the fewer messages get opened. But usually the first message, if they gave you a good email address and they were interested, and your subject line is correct, they will open it. some. I can see on the bottom of my screen I'm waiting for Aweber to redraw. And actually, let me stop that because that's not even what I wanted to see. I want to go into edit mode so you can see what it looks like. But you can create, so if Roberto's doing a Spanish version of this, it's great because it means all of the menus, everything, all the instructions are in Spanish, but the functionality is the same. So the follow-up messages, you can set the first one to go immediately when they fill out that form, and then you can send, in Aweber, you can send one more, you can send up to 2 a day, I think. It used to be 1 per day, and generally 1 per day is a good number to keep in contact with people. And that's what Matt Lloyd does. When he does the follow-up, he sends 1 per day. What we're doing from here is we're sending people to the same offer that we sent them to from the squeeze page so they can see it again. So we're going to open this link in a new tab, and we're going to video again. And you see it's my affiliate link up here. So basically, this is your opportunity after they opt in. So now so traffic leads to people seeing your offer. When they see your offer, that's what this is. In this case, for example, different pages, I've had 183 people have seen this offer, and 16 of them have given their email address. 69 people have seen the offer, or 6 have given their email address. It's not unusual, but these are much better. 20 people saw it, 11 people, 55% opt-in. So that's a beautiful offer. I understand why this is actually different. Let me show you this one quick. This is actually for MTT. So you're welcome to this, or copy it in Spanish. Genuine, proven way. Show me how to do this now. And that's actually the list that I showed you. That I am Rich's, whatever it was called. The one that had 19 subscribers today. But in addition to the follow-up messages, which is in a sequence, 1 today, 1 tomorrow, 1 the next day, you also can send broadcast messages at any time. So for broadcast message, you will basically create a broadcast and you'll send it to people that just got on the list today and people that got on the list last week and last month. For long they've been on the list, you can send a message to all of them. But you can also, as you get more advanced, you can filter your list and you can only send the message to some people. Like maybe you send to everybody who has been on the list for at least 7 days. You can do things like that. It gives you a lot of power to you can drag and drop things. So for example, let's just create this real quick. This is follow-up for people about this I Am Freedom workshop. So let's just say, are you registered yet? And then down here, we don't have their name, but if we did, then they have these personalization fields, so you could put in any of these things. And any information that you have, you can actually insert into here. Most common is the name and sometimes the date or sometimes the number of days left. So in here you can say, I don't see you on the list. Time is running out. Take a look now. And then that, and then let me know if I will see you there. Sincerely. So I mean, something as simple as that. You should spell your name right. That would help. And then I usually make the font bigger. I choose Arial and 16, but this is just an example. You don't have, I can teach you this stuff at another time. You want to make this a live link, so you highlight it and you click on link, and now it makes it into a live link, and it tests to make sure it works. And then you can make it bold, for example. And then I can also do something like this. I can say free. No, I don't want to say free because that causes your email to go to spam. So let's say PS, don't miss this, and then what I wanted to show you. And you can do this in all autoresponders. So now you can put it in bold, and then I can make that into a link, and then I'm going to put that same link there. And so now when you click on don't miss this, it's going to go to the same place as this will. So that's how you create a message, and then you save it. Definitely want to put a date, put information on here, and then we'll say workshop is right around the corner. Chicago workshop. So we're just advertising this in Chicago. And you can use this as an example. There's also a workshop right now that's not a workshop, but a 3-day event that is being finalized for Singapore. So when you look at the Home Business Summit, we have the HBS Singapore event, which I would definitely recommend promoting. If you feel like it, I can help you with some ideas for that, but I don't think many people are going to be promoting it. It's coming up this month. So we can promote all of these, and we can make commissions on all of these events, but that's not real. With events, they have a chance to meet all of the right people that are in the business, that are making money with the business, that are able to answer your questions, that are very accessible.
How much money the people have to pay?
For this event, it's
Yes.
$200. $100 to attend live, and it's
Oh, I can't hear you.
I'm not speaking right now.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, now.
Okay, so $297 and $497, that's the prices. That's the same prices in the United States, but all you need to do is just to get the right people to look at the page.
For how many days is this event?
This is August 22nd to the 24th, and if you click on agenda, it's 3 days. It actually gives a lot of information here about what you can expect. So anyway, that is as far as the training goes. Let's just finish this. For example, if we want for this headline, we can highlight it, and we can make it bold, and we can center it. And then down here, if we want, we can put a picture.
Yes.
And let's just let's browse the image gallery, take a picture that's already in here. So we can put this picture just for example. Let's see how easy it is. And then go back up here. We've got a bunch of extra lines. Get rid of all that. And then just to finish this the right way. So the way that this should be done is that you put the picture with your signature, something like that. So I'll move this down to here. And then the reason why it's red like that is because there's supposed to be a link associated with it. So when people click on the picture, it will also take them to a page, and it's telling me that this page is not valid. So let's just put that same link. Oops, that's not the link. Where'd that link go? Here it is. So I'm just going to go in here, copy it, Control C. And again, I'm not expecting you to learn all this. I'm just showing you, you'll see this when you see it enough times, and when you start doing it, that's when you're really going to learn it. But but I just want to give you an idea of how this process works. And so we're going to put the correct link in there, and now it's not red anymore. So it actually has some built-in checking to make sure that you don't send people to invalid links, and then you can schedule it. So you can also choose whether you want to post it on Facebook. You can choose if you want to put it on Twitter, and you can link your autoresponder account to those. You can also broadcast to a web page. So cool things like that. And there's also a lot of instructions, by the way, right on this website, but probably not in Spanish, and that's why Roberto's Get Response in Spanish is going to be a great success. So now you can choose when to send it, and you can send it, in 5 minutes or in 5 days or in 5 weeks. You basically can choose when you want to send it, and I created it for this list, Home Business Owner Free Workshop, but I can also include any of my other lists that I want. And then once you've done that, then you save the message. So for example, I don't want to set this right now. August 5th at 12 a.m. That's probably not going to work, so we don't want to do that. Let's turn the scheduler off. So if you don't want to schedule it right now, then you can just click on Save Message, and then it'll go into your drafts, and then you can decide which subscribers to get it and when you're going to send it out there. But now it's here and it's saved. So that is what the broadcast messages do. You can have different broadcasts for different lists, and you want to have different lists for different offers. And if you're advertising a workshop, then your messages are going to be different than if you're advertising MTTB. Those are the main two things you're going to be sending them, is for either an event or for MTTB. Okay. So keep it simple. Don't try to do a million things. And I think that is everything that Roberto wanted to know. So the answer is you can use Matt's messages. Oh, and I was starting to show you. I clicked on the link, but we never went to it as it was opening up. So in the back office, Matt does provide you with these emails, so you can actually just copy and paste these messages right into Aweber or right into Get Response, and you can customize them. But it's already got your links from your back office built in. So really all you have to do is put your name, and you put their name if you've got their name. And then as you get more advanced, the idea is you personalize it. You put a little bit of information about you and what's going on with you, and you add it to this, and you just keep in touch with people. So it's not just one or two. I think there's a sequence of about 20 messages here, and you're welcome to use them. You're welcome to modify them. You're welcome to translate them into Spanish or Portuguese or Italian. Make them better. So,
that's good. That's good.
all right, so let's end this recording because Roberto's probably heard way more than he was hoping to. For Roberto, hopefully you can hear it twice as fast using my speed if you choose to. All right, Duvelsa, say bye, Roberto.
Okay.
Bye, Roberto. Okay. You don't have to hang up. Just say bye to Roberto.
Bye.
Hasta luego, Roberto. Y yo hablo un poco español, más espero que usted entienda.
Roberto is your tocayo. In Spanish is tocayo because both have the same name.
That's there you go. Twin brothers of different mothers. Tocayo.
Yes.
All right. Adios, okay. Roberto.